but it is unusual for them. They usually play a very sort of fluent back four.
Well, Branco will spend a lot of time in midfield, and he can shoot! Well, there we are. In the 6th minute, and the golden touch from Brazil. Branco with that wonderful left foot, and it simply sped into the corner. And if you've switched on tonight expecting that sort of Brazilian excitement, you haven't had too long to wait, Ron.
Well, as we saw in Mexico, he's a very, very good left-sided player, this guy, and gets an awful lot of free kick goals in Portugal.
For those nights where nothing will go in, at least go in and count. He's still in there. Can it come down for him this time? It does! Well, a bit of persistence paying off.
You can't help but feel sorry for the keeper there, though, who incidentally has had a great game, hasn't he? He makes a great save off the first effort.
Which was here.
And almost gets back and does something about this one.
And this is another look at the header.
Yeah, that's a good ball in.
But you have to hand it to Romario. His goal-scoring record, wherever he plays, is exceptional. And he wasn't downhearted by the save. He was ready for business again, and it crept under by now this time. Well, that was a lovely acceleration from Silas then. Romario. And Bebeto! And the Venezuelan resistance is over. I was going to say the old firm of Romario and Bebeto. It's becoming a regularly successful pairing, but they're very young men, and it's ominous for other international opposition, the understanding that they have. Ron, the time to pass beautifully.
Oh, very much so. I mean, that's a good awareness and a good unselfishness, really. Obviously, he's in a better position, and he's just played him in. Can't help thinking if these two can maintain this form, the guy could be left in a position where he doesn't have to play Caraca. How bad's that?
Valdo. Mazinho switched to left back to accommodate Josimar. Dunga. Well, it's a scoreline, if it finishes this way, that won't surprise too many people, but it hasn't perhaps told the whole story, Ron.
No, there have been times in the game when you think that Venezuela, in fact, at one stage you're thinking, if only they can just snatch an equaliser now, who knows what might happen. But all credit to Brazil. I mean, they've shown from time to time the little silky skills and the little tricks they've got. They've also got a tremendous resolution about their play. I'm not so sure they've got the great creative midfield players they've had over the years, but they've certainly got a very hard-working side there.
Josimar moving into midfield. This is Ricardo. What a run! Bebeto! Ricardo made it possible, and Bebeto rifled in number 4, his second. Inside a couple of minutes for this precocious number 7. And the leggy Ricardo realising now that he had the licence to move forward, and Bebeto with a licence to kill the game off.
I mean, that's another of the great Brazilian strengths. The ball doesn't embarrass anybody. Defenders can come forward, defenders can join in attacks. And look, as a